Hello YouTubers. Posted a little video there a little while ago about this little Ever 16 I picked up. Just a little follow-up video. I haven't had any problems with it. It's been a good little truck. It's a good little climber. The only thing with it is these have a body torque. You know, when you're hitting the gas, it'll kind of, body will twist a little bit. Sometimes if you're going up a steep incline, it'll twist, and it'll twist itself up like this and want to roll over. But other than that, it's a fun little truck. I kind of made some new skid plates for it and got rid of the cheap crappy ones that were on there. I might even just take them off. They cut a little bit down on the clearance, but work better than the skid plates that come on it. I've had so much fun with this little 1/16 scale that I went out and bought one of these. This is a 110 scale Redcat Rock Slide XT. I got it on Monday, and it has a bit of a glitch in the ESC. When you're under steady throttle, it'll stop go very quickly, or jog, or however they say that. So it's an issue with the ESC. Redcat has been good on their warranty word, and they're sending me a new one in the mail. I haven't got it yet. And also, of course, the front servo burnt out. The front servo survived 3 days of just putting around the house. After some research, these are only 6 kilogram plastic geared servos on these. These are rear steer, so there's one front and back. Now, I contacted Redcat about the servo, and they're sending a new one as well, and they're actually sending an upgraded servo. It's a hex fly, which provides the batteries to Redcat, even though the servos on there are a Lansu or Lansu, the same as the same brand name as the controller that comes with these. The hex fly, however, is a 15 kilogram metal geared servo, so it's good that they know there's a problem. Obviously, if it goes, they send you the upgraded servo. A little disappointing, but we'll see. I'm hoping to get the parts tomorrow or the day after. And now, I also had an issue with these, with the wheels would steer so sharp they would catch the wires on the motor and rip them off. Now, it seems like they've addressed that problem. The wires are soldered off to the side and zip tied. It's just inside from the suspension link, so I recommend limiting your steering to like 90%, just so they don't turn completely sharp, because that's as far as it turns, and it's a little close, but under suspension flex it might, I don't know. Other than that, like, there was some screws loose when I got it, and that's kind of what to expect when you buy from a Redcat. I think it even says in their manual somewhere in small print to, when you receive the vehicle, go over it and just check all the screws. I mean, they're made in China. Their price point is very low to anything comparable, and so it's just a few extra steps you need to take when purchasing a Redcat. When you get it home and you charge the battery, while you're charging it, just take a screwdriver and just go over all the screws and make sure everything's tight. A lot of people said about wheel wobble on these. There's actually screws in the kingpins right in here, and if you snug those up, you'll get rid of that wheel wobble that they have. Lots of adjustability. I've already moved my lower suspension links out further, just to lengthen it out a little bit more for crawling. It lowered it down a bit, but I mean, if you loosen these and move them back up, you can bring it back up to a taller height. it's not all height with rock crawlers. Some guys stretch these out. You know, they move the springs out here. You know, slide these links down and kind of lower them right down to about there. And then, of course, you'll still have all your suspension travel once you move your shocks and these links down. I'm just going to try it like this once I get everything up and running again. It actually has 3-piece beadlock wheels. These are real beadlocks. You can take these beadlocks off the front and back and take your tire off the rim and take your foams out. It'd be easy to add some lead weights in there and give the wheels some more weights for some more crawling. Another thing that I'll probably do, maybe when I get the ESC, is if you notice the tray at the top where your ESC and everything's mounted, where it's joined there, if you were to flip that tray, you would actually lower the center of gravity just that little bit. It's probably like 1/4 of an inch. And just reverse your antenna and everything to this side, your switch to this side, because you're going to have to take them off and put them on the other side of the tray. The ESC and the receiver are actually just two-sided tape down, so that's another little way of lowering your center of gravity. You should still have lots of room for a battery. You wouldn't be able to have room for 2 batteries, but and you know, this, like I said, it's one of the things you expect. I mean, when you're buying a crawler that's half the price of a large, you know, a big brand name crawler, it's just a few extra steps you need to take before taking it out. It's aluminum cap shocks, aluminum base. It's a type of metal. The beadlocks are a type of metal. I'm not sure what. It doesn't feel like aluminum. It's got a little more weight to it. Lots of articulation. When I was working and I was playing around the house, I could still use it with just the rear steer, but with the glitch in the ESC, I'd rather wait till I got the new ESC in. But they boot along pretty good for a rock crawler. I mean, they go about walking speed, which is good for a rock crawler. I mean, they're not made to go fast. The tires feel pretty good. It's a pretty sticky rubber. I don't know, some guys take the foams right out, get a little more traction, but we'll try them out. Yeah, I just thought I'd post a little video and just kind of give people a heads up, because you know, the only thing that was loose on this one when I got it, the front suspension links, the lower links, those were loose. And like I said, it's like the kingpins on the back here, right at the top where the wheel is. They were a little loose. There's a lot of wobble to the wheel, so I just tightened them up. And there's same as on the bottom. There's also these kingpin screws. Probably not picking it up on the camera, but just something to look for if you get it out and your wheels seems overly wobbly. Just snug them up. I was impressed when it was working. Like, it seemed to work really well. The 4-wheel steering is cool. You can crab walk it, turn really sharp. Once I get the new parts in and get them on there, I'll probably post some other videos. Once I get a few battery packs through it, I'll post a video and let you know what I think. It's got a good amount of weight to it too, and that's really what you want with a rock crawler. You want it to have some weight to grab. It doesn't seem like it'd be really tippy at all for rock crawling. It doesn't seem like the type of vehicle it's going to topple over, but there's all kinds of videos on YouTube of these as well. A lot of happy owners, a few disappointed owners of them. It's just one of those things that requires patience and just a little more tinkering. And, you know, that's kind of what RC is all about. Making it yours, playing with it. And buying this, I knew right away, just by reviews, that the servos were crap. I didn't expect it to burn out that quickly. but I had planned on upgrading anyway. Now the one they're sending me is an upgrade. If it lasts a long time, the Hex Fly, I'll order another one, because I think they're only like 15-20 bucks to buy. So, and I'll upgrade the rear as well. You don't use the rear steering as much unless you have your four-wheel steering on all the time, so it might not burn it as quickly. But there will be more videos to come. We got rid of all of our snow up here a little while ago, so things will start to dry out, and I'll be able to get it out on some rocks. I haven't had the little guy out on any rocks yet. I've just been playing with him in the house, but still had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it's been problem free. I've had a lot of fun with it. These RS10s they're selling like hotcakes. I mean, I originally ordered the blue bodied, and they ran out of stock like right when I ordered it. So they had the red bodied one in stock, and so I just said, okay, send it. One good thing about the red body is you're not gonna have to worry about the tires hitting the body at all, because it's narrowed and it's cut out really well. So the blue body, I'm not sure if there's any issues of the tires rubbing on the body with those, and you know, you're not going to get that body torque with your motors on the axles, twin motors on the axles, one motor per axle, that is. Upon getting it too, I did also these little covers here. You'll see 3 screws. Take those off and just take a look and make sure that your pinion gear is tight in your motor, because that's another complaint I've heard about with redcat, is those little set screws come out. And if it falls down into that gear casing, you gotta take the whole thing apart to get it out, probably. So that's another thing to check when you get these. I'll have more when I actually get to test it out a little more and play with it a little more, but right, like I said, redcat has been very good. I contacted them through their website, through their warranty claim site, and within like 8 hours I got an email back. One was wanting me to do a test on the receiver, just plug another power source in the receiver, which I just happened to have a battery pack to plug in there, and make sure the receiver was still working, and it seems to work fine. So they determined it was the ESC it's got a glitch in it, so they said they'd send one out ASAP. And it wasn't long after that I got a confirmation of it being sent out. And same with the front servo. It's too bad it didn't go quicker, and I would have had it the same day as the ESC. I'm probably gonna get the ESC a day after the servo, and once I get the servo, I'll install it. But I'll probably wait till I get that new ESC, just in case the glitch in the ESC had something to do with the servo burning out. You never know with electronics. Maybe it was putting too much current to it or something. Like I said, really good articulation. You can almost put that tire right on the side. The rear steer, definitely cool. I'll keep everybody posted and hopefully have some videos of it up and running soon. Thank you.